Welcome back, Grade 6, to Nelson Math, Chapter 6, Section 4, Multiplying by Hundreds. We're going to be doing this with a place value chart. So here you see a standard place value chart. I have my ones, tens, hundreds, and above it, they're ones. That means all of these are ones. That means all of the ones here, the tens of the one of the tens, and the 100s. As we move over to the next period, here we have ones, tens, and thousands. But whatever belongs in this column is not a 1, it's a 1,000. This is a 10,000. This is a 100,000. And in this group of columns, in this period, we still have ones labeled, but it's 1 million. 10 millions in this column and 100 millions in this column. So this question is asking, the one I have labeled is 40 times 20. That's the equivalent of saying 40 20s. Well, what if I had 20s already labeled here? Remember, this is not 2. This is 2 tens. So I'm just rewriting 20 differently. This is worth 20. It's equivalent to 20. But these 20 is 2 tens. So let's take a look here. This is like saying 40 times 20, or it's like saying 4 tens times 20. So what if I multiplied this by 4? If I multiplied these by 4, 1, that's 2 and 3, and 4. So I just multiplied my 20 by 4. But I'm not multiplying my 20 by 4. I'm multiplying my 20 by 40. So I have to multiply it by 10 now. So if I multiply it by 10, as we learned in a previous section, everything gets moved over to the left when you multiply by 10. You could multiply a 1 by 10, and we have 10. We could multiply a 10 by 10, we get 100. We could multiply a 100 by 10, and we get 1,000, and all the way down the line. So this is how we show it. So 40 times 20 is 800. If you notice a pattern, when you only have the one digit on the left and the rest are zeros, as in the case of 40 and 20, you could do 4 times 2 is 8, and then add the 2 zeros. You're welcome to do that. However, it is very important that you learn how to use a place value chart so you could see it in your head and check for reasonableness, how reasonable it is, especially as we move on to future chapters and we're doing estimating. Let's try one more. So right here, I have 1, 2, 3 in my hundreds column. So that's 100, that's 100, that's 100. So this value here is 300. But we're being asked for 500 of these. So let's start by multiplying it by 5. If I multiplied it by 5, so I have one group of 5, two groups of 5, three groups of 5, four groups of 5. I'm just going to move some of these up here. And here is our 5 groups of 300. And if we're counting, we should have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 of them. But we don't want 5 groups of it. We want 500 groups of it. So we now have to multiply this. I'm going to move all of these over and multiply them by 100. We already learned if we multiply by 10, it goes here. So if we multiply by 100, it goes here. So let's do that now. Multiplying it by 100, and they go there. So this, we now have 15 10,000s. But that's not really that helpful for us. Because we don't write our numbers like that usually. So we're going to see if we can group 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 of the 10,000s, if we took these 10,000s, so 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000, and we keep doing that 10 times, we will get 100,000. So I'm going to move these out and take one more and replace it with this. So here we have our 100 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50,000. So it's 150,000. And if we're looking at patterns here, we could say 5 times 3 is 15. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which are right there. And our numbers in our place value charts agree with all of that. You'll be practicing more of that in section 4 from chapter 6. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.